All kinds of overtones. Well, you can see that we have quite a bit of roughage here to smooth out. And that's why I make up these sanding sticks. So there's a little slip of leather under there, and what that does is it gives me something very precise to sand with. It flexes and lays flat on the surface that I'm sanding. You don't want to use your finger to sand, or otherwise you'll dig a hole. So this way I sand just enough and not too much, and this prepares the surface for that bridge that we do right to that outside extremity. Boy, it becomes even more crucial when we've got like a color on the top like this burst. You can see that there is a bit of gappage in here. The glue will fill that like it did previously when they first glued it on, so that's not going to be an issue. Good. No, that's good and solid. Happy with that. So now I'm just rolling that balloon into place, and that'll kind of hold those fasteners up as we get ready to spread the glue. That balloon underneath also prevents any drippage inside the guitar. So you do want that bridge to be able to shift ever so slightly, so you can kind of guide it into place. So I don't tighten these down quite yet. You can see I got a trusty piece of hockey puck to clear the braces inside. So these are those trusty scoop up sticks that I sent out to you, Shane, in your little care package. So we're going to start by just cleaning up the perimeter to make sure that we got that footprint right on the money. So now I'm just the same stick. I got 6 of these sticks made up. 3 I'm using for wet wiping. I can get right in tight to the glue line. And then the other 3 I use for final cleanup, dry wiping. Still using a wet cloth at this point. Now I'm going around the perimeter again just to kind of catch any little bit of squeeze out that I see. Just wanted to give you a good close look at the back side of that bridge. Putting just a little bit extra heat on that as I go in for lunch. We'll let that set up, and then we got lots of work left on this one yet. Now we'll keep everything tucked away for the next bridge routine. Well, the last time I did this job, my camera battery died on me, so I thought I would take a second and show you all this again. So I've got that maple block with the dovetail, and the male dovetail kind of slides into place. And this is the table from my arbor press, which is about 35 pounds. As you can see, that's straddled across the rails of the TechDecks body platform. And this acts as a backer block for driving in those upper frets, so that the soundboard never gets a hit on this very light, delicate, vintage Martin guitar. So that's the reasoning behind this. Been doing this for years. Double checking the depth of slot before we go banging those frets in. So this is how I set up on the TechDeck for the final check. I marked my center with vernier calipers on this end of the fingerboard. Now, on this end, I pick up my center between the B string and the A string. And then at the 12th fret, we've got those double dots. So the straight edge is just skirting evenly past both of those dots. I have my pilot frets, which in this case is the 10th and the 3rd. And that kind of spells out the neck to bridge trajectory. Now when I slide that straight edge along, that's exactly where it should touch. Well, you can clearly see that that original bridge slot is not even close to where we need to be. I did put a saddle in there just to check it. The B string still needed to come back 19 cents. So we are going to fill, as we often do, because all of the geometry changes, and we'll see where we end up. So a quick note for all of you latest tech deck guys, I've got that strap that acts as a hoop around the lower bout, but the guitar is actually held by those two neck straps. There's the start of the cut, there's the end of the cut. So this plate is a duplicate of the Bosch Colt router. That centering pin, which you can see it's off center, and I do have this marked rear and front. The open part of the router I'm referring to as the rear, and the front is the leading edge as you make your cut. So I start in this direction. Of course, you can cut in both directions, but you just got to make sure that you pay attention to the fact that that center, it's a little closer to this side than it is to this side. Okay, we're ready to make the cut. Well, as you saw, we had to fill and re-slot this bridge in order to get the guitar to intonate. On the bass side, we moved back 5 mil, and on the treble side, we moved back 3 mil to get that to line up. And this is our compensated nut, just standard, regular light, 12 to 53 at concert pitch. And of course, these guitars are a little trickier because they are non-adjustable, so you got to plan for just enough relief in that neck when the whole job is done with the 12 to 53 at concert pitch for that neck to flex just enough. And this is the treble side fit on the neck reset for the fingerboard and for the heel. And this is the neck reset fit of the heel and fingerboard to soundboard surface on the bass side.